Conquer yourself rather than the world. Divide each difficulty into as many parts as is feasible and necessary to resolve it. Doubt is the origin of wisdom. Control your body if you want your mind to work properly. Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. Perfect numbers like perfect men are very rare. Each problem that I solved became a rule, which served afterward to solve other problems. I doubt, therefore I think, therefore I am. Because reason is the only thing that makes us men and distinguishes us from the beast, I would prefer to believe that it exists in its entirety in each of us. I am indeed amazed when I consider how weak my mind is and how prone to error. I know that I exist. The question is, what is this I that I know? Our convictions result from custom and example very much more than from any knowledge that is certain. The only thing that I know is that I know nothing. The greatest minds are capable of the greatest vices as well as of the greatest virtues. Whenever anyone has offended me, I try to raise my soul so high that the offense cannot reach it. To live without philosophizing is in truth the same as keeping the eyes closed without attempting to open them. An optimist may see a light where there is none, but why must the pessimist always run to blow it out? The reading of all good books is like conversation with the finest men of past centuries. We do not describe the world we see the world we can describe. A state is better governed which has few laws, and those laws strictly observed. There is nothing so strange and so unbelievable that it has not been said by one philosopher or another. It is not enough to have a good mind, the main thing is to use it well. Truths will be discovered by an individual rather than a whole people. I am accustomed to sleep, and in my dreams to imagine the same things that lunatics imagine when awake. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. It is only prudent never to place complete confidence in that by which we have even once been deceived. The chief cause of human errors is to be found in the prejudices picked up in childhood. The thinking of the mind is twofold, understanding and willing. Illusory joy is often worth more than genuine sorrow. Wonder is the first of all the passions. If you want to develop your mind, you should think more, not repeat. To know what people really think, pay regard to what they do rather than what they say. When it is not in our power to follow what is true, we ought to follow what is most probable. The two operations of our understanding, intuition, and deduction, on which alone we have said we must rely on the acquisition of knowledge. You just keep pushing, you just keep pushing. I made every mistake that could be made, but I just kept pushing. Any community that gets its laughs by pretending to be idiots will eventually be flooded by actual idiots who mistakenly believe that they're in good company. I desire to live in peace and to continue the life I have begun under the motto, to live well you must live unseen. It is in the nature of our mind to construct general propositions on the basis of our knowledge of particular ones. At last I will devote myself sincerely and without reservation to the general demolition of my opinions. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the selfsame well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. In order to improve the mind, we ought less to learn than to contemplate. If it is not in my power to arrive at the knowledge of any truth, I may at least do what is in my power, namely, suspend judgment. Desire awakens only to things that are thought possible. For I found myself embarrassed with so many doubts and errors that it seemed to me that the effort to instruct myself had no effect other than the increasing discovery of my own ignorance. Nothing comes out of nothing. Few look for truth, many prowl about for a reputation of profundity by arrogantly challenging whichever arguments are the best. Let whoever can do so deceive me, he will never bring it about that I am nothing, so long as I continue to think I am something. Everything is self-evident. The entire method consists in the order and arrangement of the things to which the mind's eye must turn so that we can discover some truth. The first precept was never to accept a thing as true until I knew it as such without a single doubt. A person has two passions for love and abhorrence. A big disposition to excessiveness has just love because it is more ardent and stronger. The senses deceive from time to time, and it is prudent never to trust wholly those who have deceived us even once. Intuition is the undoubting conception of a pure and attentive mind, which arises from the light of reason alone and is more certain than deduction. There is nothing more ancient than the truth. We call infinite that thing whose limits we have not perceived, and so by that word we do not signify what we understand about a thing, but rather what we do not understand. For each of us, there is a set limit to our intellectual powers which we cannot pass. There is a little gland in the brain in which the soul exercises its functions in a more particular way than in the other parts. The mind effortlessly and automatically takes in new ideas, which remain in limbo until verified or rejected by conscious, rational analysis. Those who travel very slowly may yet make far greater progress, provided they keep always to the straight road than those who, while they run, forsake it. It is best not to go on for great quest for truth. It will only make you miserable. Hope is the desire of the soul to be convinced that the dream will come true. Which of the quotes do you like the most? Please leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.